Pisces, this is your energy check-in love reading. We're tuning into the person on your mind or your current situation and the energy unfolding for you right now. Let's see what wants to come through. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Pisces, please. All right, so we have the moon in reverse. This is Pisces energy, also Cancer for me as a reader. Your person showing up as the Six of Pentacles. They're viewing you as the Eight of Pentacles. Both of those in reverse. What we're not seeing is the Death card, Scorpio energy. And we have the Ace of Cups. Okay. And we have the King of Swords. So some of my Pisces, you might have strong Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius in your chart. The King of Swords here tells me that you're being discerning here. Some of you, you're seeing things very clearly about this connection. And I feel like you're holding space or you're being patient, but you're not really putting in a lot of work, or at least they're seeing you as like not putting in the work here. But again, it looks like they're maybe breadcrumbing you, or they haven't been pulling their weight in this connection. It looks like that may come to an end. But with the moon in reverse, I do feel like some of my Pisces, you're seeing clearly. You may have been stressing about this. You may have been feeling a bit emotionally drained here. But you've come into alignment. And I actually think you've switched your focus, because we can see this King of Swords. He's looking off in another direction. And maybe there has been a painful ending here, or you're considering an ending here if things don't change, or if this person doesn't, pull their weight or meet you where you are. So I think you've taken all of your strength and your courage here, Pisces, to move in a different direction. All right, we have the moon in reverse and the Death card. Yeah, an ending. So I feel like you're seeing very clearly here that something needs to transform. And I do feel like this transformation is also within you, though. Like, you're not chasing anybody. You're not channeling energy into something that's not balanced and not giving back in the way that it should. And so I feel like you're actually in the midst of a major internal transformation while contemplating or experiencing an ending here with this person. All right, let's see how you're viewing this person. And an end doesn't necessarily mean breakup or separation. It just could be this major transformation or an ending of a cycle between the two of you. All right, so let's see. You're viewing this person, Pisces, as the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. So this person may be experiencing financial issues or health issues or not taking care of themselves. But for a lot of you, I kind of feel more than anything, this person isn't giving to this connection. They're not doing what needs to be done to build something long-lasting, stable, secure. Okay, and you're viewing the relationship here as the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So an ending. But in this ending, you're finding your own balance. You're going through a transformation. You're focused on you. You're focused on your health, your wellness, your finances. All right, and we see the Two of Swords in reverse. But your person, they may have been holding back, but they're seeing something clearly, or they've made some sort of decision here to communicate. And for some of you, there are some energy blockages being cleared in this person's life. So if they were struggling with like work or their health or something that was taking their energy away from you, away from this connection, there may have been some breakthroughs there. All right, so we have ego death. So ego can never really die. It can only be made conscious so that it no longer runs your life. Be mindful of it and don't allow it to limit you. And I feel like that's exactly the energy that my Pisces are in. And that's why you're in alignment. All right. And let's see. And new beginnings. So we have choices here, Pisces. Time to start something new and trust the magic of beginnings. It's in your hands right now to change your story. Yeah. And I think you're well aware of that. And actually, I think you're taking steps to do that. All right, beautiful energy, Pisces. And beautiful things take time to grow. There's no need to rush. Allow yourself to grow at your own pace. Yeah, beautiful. All right, and we see don't settle. And I feel like this is the energy my Pisces are really in. Don't accept your current circumstances as the best you'll ever have. Don't be afraid to start over. Okay, and I really don't think you are. Like, I think you've come into this beautiful energy of being grounded and self-assured despite how you might be feeling with what's going on in this connection. So the Six of Pentacles in reverse tells me this person may be missing you, but more so I feel like they just weren't pulling their weight here, Pisces. All right, we see the Devil in reverse, but it does look like with this Capricorn energy, this person is actually working really hard to clean up their side of the street. I actually feel like this person is coming to a major realization, or things are shifting in their life where they can be a bit more present, where they can show up for you more. And we see the Five of Swords. Now, they may still be a little bit detached here, Pisces, but I'm also seeing that this is somebody that does want to fight for this connection, even if there's been conflict or there's been fracture or there's been disappointment. And with the Page of Swords in reverse, this person has certainly been keeping tabs on you. So with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, they see that you're focusing on you. Seven of Pentacles energy, you're not rushing anything. You're taking time to build and grow, whether that's your physical health, your finances, your stability, your peace. All right, and we see the Five of Cups. They know that you're disappointed here, that they've hurt your feelings or they've disappointed you in some way, but they're still seeing you as the Queen of Cups, which is Pisces energy, Cancer, Scorpio also. But, you know, she's free-spirited. She's living her best life. You know, she's barefoot in her pajamas on the beach, right? She's got a lot of love to give. She's creative. She's intuitive. So, and I feel that is your energy. I mean, they're seeing you very clearly there. And we have the Empress energy in reverse. Now, they may be a little bit worried that you're giving to some sort of third party here. But more so, I feel, Pisces, this person is coming into this recognition with the Empress in reverse that you know, your worth and your value wasn't being honored, you know, and that you truly deserve more. So they're coming into some sort of clarity, the Seven of Cups in reverse. It's like the fog is lifting. There's an aha moment here, you know, and it's going to be up to you, Pisces, whether or not it's, you know, a realization that's too little, too late. But I kind of feel for a lot of you that's not the case, but we'll see. All right, so it does feel like this person is doing some major course correction. But like I said, only you will know if it's enough. All right, and we have Destroyer. Yep, so releasing what is potentially destructive and preparing for a new life. Yeah, exactly. That's this person, Pisces. That's their energy. Beautiful confirmation. And we see Bully energy. So conceals deep fears behind verbal or physical abuse. Now, I don't think that's necessarily the case. I mean, maybe they have experienced abuse in their past and that's something that's holding them back. But I kind of feel like this person still has some inner fears here that they need to confront, whether it's around this particular connection with you or just around relationships. It could also be, you know, fears around money that were holding them back and they were really focused on, you know, or they were in an energy of lack or in survival mode or something like that. Because when people are in survival mode, it can be very hard to give to a connection, even if there's love there. I'm not making any excuses for any bad behavior though, so just note that. How they're viewing you is, okay, prostitute archetype, which is saying accentuates the challenge of surviving without negotiating the power of your spirit. Yeah, and so they see you as somebody who's strong, who's a survivor, somebody who's, you know, pulled themselves up. And again, that's your energy. You're in this up-leveling energy. And we see child orphan. So feelings of abandonment that stifle maturation, seeking inappropriate surrogate families. Now, I don't think that's necessarily the case. This person might be worried that you've moved on with somebody else just because you are feeling lonely or you are feeling abandoned. But I do kind of feel like this person recognizes they weren't showing up for you the way that you needed. And, you know, and that made you feel, and, you know, made you feel abandoned here in some respects. So behind the scenes, I'm reading this, the Death card here as a major transformation. All right, so let's see. All right, we see the Strength card in reverse. So this person still is working on building up strength and courage here. We have strong Scorpio and Leo energy. Wow, a tower moment. So I kind of feel like whatever's been going on here, Pisces, has been a major tower moment, and it's causing them to really step up, reevaluate, and step up. So we see the Ace of Cups. There's potential for a love offer or a new beginning here. All right. And we see the Two of Swords because energy blocks are being removed. This person is making a decision to communicate. Queen of Wands. So we have the King and the Queen of Wands. So this is really power couple energy. Wow. Okay. I love this. And we see the Eight of Wands. A lot happening quickly, manifesting what you want here, Pisces. And their energy, the Justice card in reverse, Libran energy. But they do know they need to make it up to you. And I think that's exactly what they're doing. I'm actually seeing something in this person's life or their circumstances are changing, and energy blocks are being removed, along with them feeling your energy, feeling you. I don't even get like you're pulling away. It's just, I mean, I guess that is the term for it, but it's like your focus has shifted, and it's forcing them to see clearly what needs to happen. But I also think simultaneously there's something going on in their life that's allowing them to, like, freeing up time or space for this connection for you, because I do see this person loves you, Pisces. All right, so we see this person, I still care. We see they get constant reminders about you, and we see promises. But what I'm hearing with this promises card, because sometimes it's my empty promises energy, but what I'm getting with that card is I don't know when, I don't know how, but I will. Okay, that's the energy I'm getting from them. I don't know when, I don't know how, but I will. All right, let's see. And again, I don't see my Pisces putting your lives on hold. You may be holding space here for this person, but you're not putting your life on hold for somebody who's not pulling their weight or meeting you where you are. So we see this person is definitely showing empathy, putting themselves in your shoes. We see married. This person, I do see, wants a relationship. And we see judgmental, once and for all, making a decision to turn things around. This person may be somebody who's the life of the party. All right, let's see what else we need to know. What do my Pisces need to know about this connection or this person? What do my Pisces need to know for this person or this connection, please? All right, we see you already know the answer you seek, intuition. We see an external party is intruding on this relationship. Again, it could be some sort of third party here. It could be gossip. It can be work. It can be distance. It can be bad advice from friends and family. It can be unhealed wounds that they need to heal. And so firm boundaries are needed. And I feel like you're well aware of that, Pisces. Like, you're not letting anybody just come waltzing back in without showing you real change. All right, and we see trust, but it is safe to trust in this situation. And you have abundance coming your way here, Pisces. You've done the work. Abundance flows to you now. Wow, this is quite a beautiful energy here. So let's see if there's anything else we need to know about this person. Anything else my Pisces need to know about this person, please? All right, so we see the Grim Reaper. The relationship is over. No second chances. Grow and transform their life. Now, for like a couple of my Pisces out there, there may have always been some sort of third-party energy here. If that is the case, like they were married to somebody else or they were in another relationship, Spirit's saying that's over, right? And they're coming towards you. But for a lot of you, I just feel like this is the reality that's set in for them. That's been the catalyst for change. All right, and we see runner. Yeah, this person may have had a fear of intimacy or they were listening to their ego, but I do see them stepping up. I mean, there's such a strong signal here that we have the King and the Queen of Wands, that this person is meeting you in the energy you're in. All right, your energy, we see wedding rings. So union, wedding, married, soul connection, eternal love, everlasting promise. But we do see third party energy. Okay, and again, maybe you have choices in love, Pisces. Maybe you've moved on with somebody else. But I as I mentioned before, and many of you know, third parties don't always have to be romantic rivals. All right, and we see talking. Interested, conversing more, awaited message arrives, text, call, email. All right, so let's see what final advice and guidance we have for my Pisces here, please. Final messages, advice, and guidance for my Pisces, please. All right. Walk away. You're wasting your precious energy on something that will not bear fruit. It's time to return your attention to things more aligned to your soul's purpose. Yeah. So, I mean, some of my Pisces, like I said, you may be walking away and moving towards a third party. It may be too little, too late, this person's realization and their regret and their communication. But for a lot of my Pisces, I feel like you have already shifted your energy into things that are more aligned with your soul. All right. And at the bottom of the deck here, we see enabling. Okay. So there's someone there is someone you're helping, or are you? In reality, you may be enabling them to continue in negative patterns and never take full responsibility for themselves. Step back and let things play out. Again, I think that's your energy. But ultimately, Pisces, the decision is yours. All right, so I'm going to leave it here, sending you love and light. Take care.